Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much to my subscribers. Welcome newcomers. I hope you like what you see, and if so, be part of this journey with us. One big happy family. Thank you so much to everyone that has been following me from the start, the newcomers that are just coming in. Hopefully that you like the channel, you subscribe, you know it's free, and give a thumbs up on the video. Of course, it's extremely important. Possible watch the small commercials, that helps the channel too. These are part of the commercials of YouTube. I have no control of them. Okay, so I would like to mention I do have a Facebook private group. You're more than welcome to join if you have a profile pic, of course. Also Instagram, TikTok, you can follow me there, and a Facebook page for crochet, obviously. You can follow me through there also. All these links will be listed below in the description box. I also have a 2-minute video how to turn your closed caption on to zoom in on the video so you can see the stitch clearly. I don't write patterns, unfortunately, as I don't read them. You can turn your closed caption on, pause the video, take notes, and take it from there. These are Portugal 4-ply threads, cotton 100%. They're balls of 100 gram, equivalent to 325 yards. You can order them by minimum of 6 in order to cover the shipping cost. I make no money out of it. It's just horrendous how the shipping costs are out here. I'm in Europe, of course. Most of the time 2.75 hook, a small one to tuck in loose ends, of course, and a small pair of scissors. We are going to get started. Thank you again for all your loving support, for your donations also, and for helping the women in need of thread. Thank you. God bless you. Let's get started, everyone. Okay, everyone. So we're going to create this beautiful doily today. I have created this doily at the beginning when I started the channel. The only difference that this doily has from the one that I did create, I had done only one color, and I did not do the round with the purple here. It was all in one color. I hope when I edit the videos, I can remember to get the picture and put it up so you guys can see it. So I hope you guys are going to like it. Very simple to do. Looks like a piece of art, which it is. So please don't forget to give a thumbs up on the video if you like it. And if you have not yet subscribed, please do so. It's free. You know that. It helps us out, all of us creators. If you like the channel, then subscribe yourself to the channel you like. It helps tremendously to grow that channel. Okay, so we're going to get started. I'm going to use this canary yellow, which is color number 15, and this beautiful purple, which is number 40. Okay, this is 40 centimeters. I've already blocked it. I use in a little bottle of spray, laundry softener with a bit of water, mix it, spray it, smells delicious, and puts the patterns nice and stiff as I iron it, light steam iron over it. So it's quick. I don't have time to wait for it to dry once I spray it. As doing tutorials, I need to make a little video, and so it has to be dried already enough. So it's got a nice little fall. These are 4-ply 100% cotton threads, similar to Aunt Lydia number 3. Aunt Lydia number 3 cotton will be a little bit bigger. Some of you have commented, if you comment in the last doily, if you use number 10, 2 strands, will it be the same size? It won't make a big difference. You can use 2 strands. It's more or less the same size. If not, it's just going to be off by a bit. Okay, so let's get started. Before I forget, 2.75 hook, of course, a small one to tuck in loose ends, and a pair of scissors. Thank you, everybody. So I'm going to do the magic circle, and I'm going to do a slip stitch to secure. I'm going to come back in with a single and 2 chain. That's my first double crochet. Coming back in with double crochets. I'm going to complete a total of 14 double crochets. This is row 1. I've done my 14 double crochets. I'm going to come on my second chain and close it in with slip stitch. I'm going to come back in and do a single. I'm going to stretch my thread a bit in one chain. So that's the equivalent to a double crochet. This row 2 will be an increase. 2 double crochet per stitch. No chain separation at all. 2 double crochet per stitch. 1 and 2. This is row 2, so 2 double crochet. We should have a total of 28 double crochets. Okay, everyone, going into row 3, stretching my thread again, came back in the same stitch, single and 1 chain. My first double crochet. Again, 2 double crochet in the same stitch. On the next one, 1 double crochet alone. On the next one, 2 together. Now you've seen me do a lot of the center of this pattern, sometimes with 1 chain space in between. This one has no chain spaces. Okay, so 2 together, 1 alone, 2 together, 1 alone, 2 together, 1 alone, 2 together, and 1 alone. This is row 3. So on the on this one, I have 11 rows. Okay, all together. I am going to do 9 rows. I'm going to make a smaller one, but you can go ahead if you want that size. Go up to 11 rows. Okay. This one I'm only going to do 9. So we're going to proceed this way until the 9th row. Always, so that means on the next row, row 4, I will have 2 together and 2 double crochet alone, 1 per space or 1 per stitch. Okay, so this one's 2 together, next stitch, 1 double crochet, 2 together, next stitch, 1 double crochet. I will do one more time on the next row so you can understand what I'm explaining. Okay, everyone. So I finished my 1 alone. Now, another thing, especially for a lot of you that have like a looser stitch, I'm going to come from behind here on those 2 loops. I'm going to pull my string to the back. So for some of you that have a looser stitch, it won't show so much of the lining go up. Okay, now I'm going to come into the next one, stretch a bit, come into the next double crochet, stretch, single and 1 chain, and again 2 double crochet on the same stitch. Now we're going to have 1 per stitch, 1 and 2. So 2 together, 2 alone. 1, 2 on the same stitch. Okay, everyone. So I advanced a bit so you guys can see a little bit better. So 2 double crochet. If you realize my 2 double crochet is on the increase, the second double crochet from the previous row. So each time you do it this way, you're always going to fall into that second double crochet of the increase, as I have here, as I have here. So you cannot go wrong when you think, oh, did I make a mistake? Did I do the right stitch? You don't even have to count, because as soon as you get to that increase on the second double crochet, like here, you know there's 2 together. That means on the next row, you're going to fall on the second one again. That's if you do it that way. I'll show you again once I get to the end. Okay, so I'm getting to the end. I did my last increase. I have 1, and you cannot forget this one I don't want to go in the center. I'm going to go right on the stitch because I don't want an opening there. And 2. So you stretch your thread, come right behind those 2 loops, bring your thread to the back, turn to the front again, pull it a bit, stretch your thread a bit. Now you know that it's coming from this one, so you're going into the next stitch, okay? So in, pull it a bit, single, 1 chain. If your tension is tight, you can do a single 2 chain. Coming back in that same stitch, that's my increase. So now this time we're going to have 3 alone. 1, 2, and 3. That means you fall right on that double crochet, the second double crochet from the increase of the previous row. Okay, and from here on you cannot get mistaken, because you know that you have to do your increase where the second increase is, the second double crochet. Okay, so that leaves you 1, 2, and 3, and you have your increase here. So next row you'll have 4 alone, 2 together. Next row 5 alone, 2 together. Next row 6 alone, 2 together. Like I said, I'm going to do it until row 9. If you want that size, you go to row 11. It's by odd numbers, row 13, 15, 17, and so on. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end of my row 9. I hope it wasn't off camera. I have that bad habit. Okay, so 1, 2 double crochet into the next stitch, 3. Here is my increase from the previous row, so the second double crochet, 2 in the same stitch. So you know the next row you'll have on the second double crochet your increase. You should have 4 double crochet along. Okay, I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everybody, so I've done my 9 rows. Oof, almost knocking everything here. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm on my last one here. And my last one, I'm just going to close it straight. I'm going to come back in that same stitch and do a single. So this whole row, row 10, is only singles all the way around. Okay, 1 per stitch, just doing singles. Now on the bigger pattern, I had to make an adjustment further up. I don't know if I will need to make it on here, but I'll show you in case you're doing the bigger version. I'm sure some of you will do, maybe even my beautiful Leela, because I know she loves these type of things. It's different. So I'll show you how I did the adjustment on the other one. Okay, so I'm going to continue to do my singles all the way around. Okay, everybody, so I've reached the end. I'm going to close on my first single with slip stitch. I'm going to come back in that same stitch and do a single. Now I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 chain. I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4 on my 5th single. Now I'm going to do an I have to count one. I can't even remember if it was, I believe it's 18, but let me just confirm. Okay, thank God I went to count it. So it's 12 chain now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 chain. Okay, so 1 chain of 6, skip 4 space, go into the 5th. 1 chain of 12. Counting from bottom up, 1, 2, 3 on my 4th. I'm going to close it in with single. 1, 2, 3 chain, and I'm going to skip 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm coming in the 6th this time. So chain 6, chain 12. Coming in your 4th chain, close it in with single, 3 chain, skip 5, going to the 6th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 chain. Skip 1, 2, 3, 4 into the 5th. So it's always going to alternate. Chain 6, chain 12, chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3 on my 4th. Single. 1, 2, 3 chain. Skip 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into the 6th. Okay, and this is how we're going to proceed all the way around. If there's an adjustment that we need to make, then I'll come back to you at the end and make it together. Okay, everybody. So I basically run into the same problem as I did with the big one. Now, if I'm to do this one here, if I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and going to the 6th, I will have 3, 1, 2, and 3 stitch left. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to make my little adjustment here. So here we went into the 6th. You can even go back more if you'd like. I'm going to go into the 7th. And that's the same adjustment as I made on the other one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again, I'm going to skip 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm going to go into the 7th on this one also. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, and on my 4th. And you really can't tell anyway. 1, 2, and 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and going into the 6th. So I'm going to close it in that first single that we did. Now, where we have the 6th chain, we're going to do 9 singles. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And it's exactly the same thing, the adjustment I made here, that I did also on the one with the 11 rows. Everything else stays the same. The stitches are the same amounts, okay? And by the way, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I have 11 of these loops, okay? I'm going to do 4 singles on this 3 chain. 2, 3, and 4. I'm going to do 18 double crochets inside of this loop here. That's what I got confused with the 18 earlier. And then it's just going to be a repeat. 4 singles, then 9 singles, 4 singles, 18 double crochet. So I have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 double crochets. I'm going to come down on that 3 chain with single 1, 2, 3, and 4 singles. Same thing as we went up with 4 singles. Again, we're going to repeat the 9 singles inside of the 6 chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. We're going to repeat this all the way around the same way. Again, 4 singles on that 3 chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 18 double crochets inside of that loop. 1, 2, 3, 4, until you have 18. So we're repeating what we've done here, and then we're going to come down with 4 singles directly into that 6 chain with 9 singles. We're going to repeat this all the way around the same way. I'll meet you at the end. So this would be row 12. Okay, everyone, so coming to the end, I've done my 4 singles. I'm going to come on that first single that we did with slip stitch. Now I'm going to do a slip stitch until the 5th single. So that means I have 2, 3, 4, and on my 5th I'm doing a single 2 chain. I'm coming directly into the 3rd double crochet. 1, 2, 3 with double crochet, 1 chain into the next one, double crochet, 1 chain into the next one, double crochet. So we're not working on the first 2 double crochet nor the last 2 double crochet. Okay, so we are skipping the first 2. That's why we come in the 3rd double crochet, 1 chain space and 1 per stitch. I'll meet you here almost at the end. So I've done 14 double crochets. We're taking away 2 and we're taking away 2 at the end also. 2 chain, counting 1, 2, 3, 4 on my 5th single. I don't want it too loose. We don't want that too loose. Will not look pretty. Single, 1, 2 chain, skip the 1st, the 2nd, come into the 3rd, double crochet, 1 chain, double crochet, 1 chain. So I'm going to do my 14 double crochets exactly like here, 1 chain space between them, 2 chain, and come in the 5th single and do a single, 2 chain going up, skip the first 2 double crochet, going to the 3rd. I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so I've done my last 2 chain. I'm going to come in that first single we did with slip stitch. Now I'm going to cut my thread because I'm going to change colors. But if you're doing one color, then you would walk with slip stitch into the 2nd space or little square. I'll show you in a second once I'm done tucking in my loose ends here. So pretty much just going through the stitch, because then I can hide it in between the stitch here, since we're going to work inside of it. Makes it easier to cover the stitch and be secure. Also in the center for the newbies, just going to cut a bit, we don't need it that long. Just going to pull in it to make sure that it's closed enough, and then with a smaller hook come in and hide in that little circle. Go through a few of them. And that should be good enough. Okay, and with the purple. Okay, so we're going to do, I'm going to leave a little bit of string here. I don't want to go all the way to the edge, so I can close it up at the end. Now, we're going to be doing slip stitch inside of these, all of these singles, and then the double crochets, and then coming down all the way around. So I've done my slip stitch knot. I'm going to just open that string a bit because my stitch is so tight. Now we don't want this to be extremely tight. If you have a tight tension, then use a bigger hook, a size or so. And if your tension is very loose, it's not pretty looking loose either. So because this is a darker color, I'm going to take this one away so you guys can see better. Okay, so slip stitch into the next one, and then only at the end I'll fix the leftover string that I said to leave a bit so we can tie it on both ends when we come through it. Slip stitch 1 per stitch. Make sure that you get all of them. Stretch your motif if you have to. It's just slip stitch. We don't want it too loose. We don't want it too tight. Make sure your tension is controlled. And just keep going all the way around, following this line of the double crochet. And then, of course, you have to keep turning your pattern if you want to work it easier, right? Just keep turning that pattern, that motif. Gets easier once you finish this corner here. And then again, 1 per stitch on those 4 chains coming down. Or not 4 chains, but the 4 singles. And then into that 9 single. Gotta make sure that you get all the stitch, because whatever colors you're using, if it's going to stand out. Okay, so like I said, you know, you're going to have that design, like there's 4 here, so it almost makes it like a straight line, and then curvy, and then straight line. So you have to be extremely careful not to lose any stitch, because whatever you do wrong, it's going to show up, especially if you're using a darker color like myself in the purple. And just hold the pattern to a position where you can get a hold of, control of. I know it's this corner always that makes it a little bit more difficult, but once you've passed those 4 singles here, you're good to go. So we are on the 9 singles, doing that little half moon there. Just keep following the stitch. Here you're gonna have to like open a little bit to see the stitch, obviously, because you know we're jumping from one to another, so they tend to crumple up. But doing it this way, it's sort of gonna like open up the stitch. Okay, so that's all you have to do. You just have to keep following, go all the way around like that, and then I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, into the last row. So leaving a little bit of string there just to tuck in the loose ends. Okay, so we're going to work on this second one here, not the first space, but the second. We're going to do that single. Of course, my tension's always very tight. Listen up to start. I'm going to try to hide this as I go. So single, 1, 2 chain, and 1, 2, 3 chain for my picot. Only because it's the first picot, I have to do it this way. Going into the next 1 chain space, doing 8 double crochet. Now my picots are going to be different. Like I normally do, I prefer it this way. I'm going to come directly in that double crochet space. And again, double crochet, 1, 2, 3 chain, in, single. So I'm closing that picot with single into the next one. Double crochet, 1, 2, 3, single into the next one. Double crochet, 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 double crochets. Okay, so I'm not working the last space either. Gonna bring it up a little bit more. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. On the last one, I am not doing picot, and I'm not working on that last space of 1 chain. I'm going to come in directly on the second one. And this is pretty much it for this pattern. Into the next one. Double crochet, 1, 2, 3 chain, come in, single. Now if you want to do your normal picot, go ahead. I prefer it this way. It's faster and I find it nicer. Gives that nice little round instead of like little balls. Some patterns call for the other one, but not this one. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I will see you in the next one. Thank you to all of you for your beautiful comments and your loving support. Until next time, everybody, God bless you. I'll leave the measurement below once I block it. Bye-bye, everybody.